Alright guys, welcome back to part 6 of our Total War Attila Let's Play campaign, doing the last Roman DLC. And in the last part, we fought a pretty major battle near Rome, did some minor expansion. In this part, I would like to expand as much as possible. I'd like to take Attila and Spoletum, maybe even Ancona in Italy, and continue to push back the Berbers in North Africa so we're able to campaign more. I mean, Dalek separatists in 2 different provinces, which is fine. These armies can move up. That is a Berber fleet. So we'll deal with them next turn, and then we'll take that city. In Italy, our armies are currently replenishing. There's a small rebel army right there. John's army is getting a cavalry unit. Belisarius' army does have... that's okay integrity. It'll be a mutiny in 15 turns if we don't deal with it, which we will. So, let's... Belisarius is also recruiting, which is a good thing, because we need the troops. Next turn, we'll be able to get some cav. Let's scout. Let's move our spy up towards Iridium, just so we can see what is near. If Iridium also isn't under threat, or doesn't have a garrison near it in a couple turns, we'll definitely deal with that. Alright, during the end turn, we defeated their fleet because they attacked, but they sent a pretty large army up after us. So let's get our armies back on land. We'll go to encamp stance, and we will pull our main army. See, he can still reach there. If we go on force march, we can avoid that army and still replenish. Italy, our armies, at least Belisarius's, yeah, it's done. So Belisarius can go deal with the rebels. Is that city in the same province? No. We have Italia. If we focus our campaign in the north and the east, once John's army's done, it'll divide our armies, but we'll split their potential attention. But we do have to head back south and deal with this, unless Justinian's going to do it, which I don't see him doing that. He's got another Germanic rebel army down that way. So it seems like we may as well take Asculum and then move south, destroy their rebels, kick the Vandalic separatists out of Italy, and then just use John's army to secure the north. Maybe take Spoletum and Iridium, but no more than that. It's going to be a weird situation splitting our forces, but overall we should be fine. I will come back when something interesting is happening. Alright, we got a battle versus the Ostrogoths. They assembled another decent army. It's attacking John's smaller army. Numbers are about equal in size. They outnumber us by 360. We do have that rebel army we will have to deal with. Not a ton of archers, unfortunately. But they also don't have a ton. So I think we should be fine to win this. Shouldn't be drastically hard. We're going to deploy back this way. I don't want a corner camp. They don't drastically outnumber us, but it will just help, I think. So I think we're going to. I don't want to, but I can't afford to lose an army. During the off turns, we did lose an army in Africa. There's no way for me to save it, so I just auto-resolved it. And it was the one that we used as a navy, unfortunately. Or had to get in the water, so that is pretty unfortunate. But it's not the end of the world. Move you 3 on a line. You guys back in here. This cav Let's move up the hill. John, get back here. And we will fast forward. Alright, we're going to be doing some cavalry micro. If we can get around, that'll help. Their general is a cavalry unit. Medium melee cav. We are also medium melee cav. They got some skirmish cav. Nothing particularly strong that I'm afraid of. If I can isolate their general, we'll win this with minimal casualties. So we are winning. Kill the general. It's really a matter of killing the general and crushing their cav. I'm really hoping we can do pretty easily, which it seems like we can. Alright. Let's go back to regular speed. Fire into their spears. You guys, form testudo. To boost that up. Come on, kill them. They're running. Don't let them live. Actually, come chase the archers. Get them out of here. Move John up. So now we can chase their archers. If we can win this sooner rather than later, it will be better. Let's have you reinforce the center so it stays stronger. Both archer units fire on the pikes. Have one of you come over here and get those slingers out of the way. And have John potentially escape. We can get out. It'll be really solid. I think we can. One. Both of you just need a fire right there. Get over here. Let's get a charge. Then out. Let's move the cav this way. We're not doing our own 2 campaigns, so it's not on legendary, which means we can't pause it. Yeah, decent charge in. Let's get over there. Should break this unit pretty easily. We definitely didn't have to corner game. But rather be safe than sorry. Keep firing right there. Pull back. Pull back. Now let's kill as many of them as possible, because that means we can take Iridium. Though I am a little worried about it stretching us too thin, but I'm not going to make you guys watch me run down some Ostrogoths. Alright, we took 703 casualties. We definitely have enough to defeat the rebel army, and we basically destroyed the Ostrogothic attack force. And we can replenish by 12%, but I'm pretty sure that lowers the integrity. So we'll just kill the captives. We don't need the replenishment. We're in Imperial territory. We'll replenish anyway. It's not a huge deal. We'll destroy the rebels, and then from there we can advance further up the Italian mainland. Alright, guys, we got another battle in Africa. This is the force that destroyed our other army. We have a pretty solid army, not a lot of cav. They have a lot of cav and a lot of skirmish cav. And we only have one unit of slingers, which is unfortunate. So it'd be a lot of testudo. We can definitely beat their infantry. It's the cavalry that's going to be a issue. So we'll see how this plays out. It's in Africa. I would hate to lose both armies in Africa, but if it happens, it happens. We're going to try to prevent it, though. Alright. So here, we'll sit on the high ground because we're going to need it. We're going to have to... We have spears, so when they run out of ammo, we can fight like that. The general... These guys are going to... It's going to be rough. We'll figure it out, though. Alright, they're coming up. We're going to save our slingers to target their cav. Because that's going to be the best real use of our cavalry. And since the cav is focusing on the flanks, we'll move the spears. See if we can't break their cav with our tagmata. We can't drive them away. Move behind. If our slingers can break these units, the odds we win are a lot higher. Let's keep those away. Get back over here. I don't want you to die. Okay. If they're out of ammo, let's get the general out. Let's try to break them there. Charge down. Let's get you over here. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. Focusing. Oh, shit. That could be bad. And it could also be a good thing. Or not a good thing, but it might not be the end of us. We can break this group here. I have extreme full confidence. Go down here. Get them. We still have this cav. We should win. We'll get a new general and destroy our army. Maybe take a city. We'll have to see. Means we win. So I'll fast forward again. Kill as many of them as possible. Unfortunately, we lost our general, but that's a pretty good casualty ratio for us. We can replenish. This army was recruiting some cav, so we'll be fine. We're going to kill the captives because I don't want to lower the integrity. And we'll finish off that army soon. Alright, we have found ourselves in an interesting situation. Rebels have taken Neapolis. But we did take their city in southern Italy, so we're connected. Not that we were ever not connected, but they got a major city along the coast. The Ostrogoths have a decent army up here. We're reinforcing John's army with recruits, but I don't think we'd be able to beat it in a prolonged field battle without Belisarius. So we could abandon Attila and let them retake Rome, deal with the rebels, and move back up. But that would put us several turns behind. I think, honestly, the best move is to leave the rebels in Campania. And we move Belisarius back up to deal with this. And we take the rest of the eastern coast of Italy and put Ravenna under direct threat. That's what I'm thinking right now. So instead, we will force march Belisarius near Rome. You have further orders? Advance. They can definitely attack next turn. So what I think we need to do with John's army is move it close to Belisarius. But we're blocked because of that. If we bring you down, this is going to be a rough spot. We might lose this army, but it was reinforced. So we do have that. In Africa, we defeated the Vandals. This army is replenishing. We did lose one of our main frontline units. But the troops are coming together just slowly. So I'm thinking we sit in North Africa and wait until we're able to recruit more units. We're losing 9 gold per turn, but it's because we're not in, stance. It looks like Justinian is losing control over Sicily and southern Italy for whatever reason. And he's not reinforcing us, which is a pretty bad sign that he got his ass kicked over here. So we might have to fall back and just secure our own territory. Or we end up declaring independence and extending this campaign out another 30-some parts. Which I don't particularly want to do. I want to remain loyal to Justinian, but if he doesn't start supporting us, we're going to have to. Take Rome, Coscat, and Riet. And basically just hold in Italy. And then kick the Romans out of North Africa. At Carthage with this army, just try to hold on it. Or we would pull it back to Sicily and just try to reconquer Italy. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Alright, hostile agent activity. Justinian support is ending. The Emperor's good grace nears its end. Justinian will soon stop paying for these men. So we'll have to find a way to pay for more troops. Which right now we are barely doing. So... These units aren't particularly good. I think the best move is to honestly move up and deal a defeat while we can. We'll outnumber them by a substantial margin. If we fought this, we'd definitely win it. They do have pikes, which is unfortunate. The garrison army isn't an issue, but the rest of it could potentially be. If they sally out in the fight, we can definitely do some stuff. Can misdirect this army. If it's a success, that might help us.
Your will is done.
No will escape.
We're going to besiege and see what happens. That's probably our best move up there. Down here, we're going to have to figure out what exactly to do. We're going to go bankrupt, I think. Tax level is already high. This lowers our integrity. We're losing 2,400 a turn. That's with the taxes all the way up. We might end up having to declare independence, which I really don't want to do. But if we have to, we have to. We could theoretically move back to Sicily and hold it. Objectives. We have to take this. Corrales, Mediolanum, Ravenna, and that city. So we're not far off from victory conditions for the expedition. We're really not. We don't actually have to hold Neapolis to win, which is actually kind of interesting. So we have to take this. We have to get over here. Which that could potentially be an issue, but we're not far from victory. I think in a couple more parts we can definitely win it. But this is where we're going to end today's video. So I apologize for it being short, but there should be a video tomorrow and Friday as well. But anyway, peace.